My name is Dr. Folarin Kolawole, and I'm a structural geologist. I study how rocks break and why they break. Structural geology is the study of the Earth's structure, and primarily we care about how rocks break and how they slide along those breaks, and the implications of these processes, such as earthquakes, particularly earthquakes that are being created by human activities, like when we push water into the ground because we don't want the water at the surface because it's too contaminated, and we want to keep them down there so that they don't come up to the surface. Those activities can change the stresses in the rocks and make previous cracks or faults, slide, and that creates earthquakes. So I grew up in southwest Nigeria in a small town called Acadia, and this town is surrounded by beautiful granite hills. And growing up every day and seeing these beautiful hills just fascinated me, and I learned that I could study how those rocks form and make money in the process. So I'm like, yeah, I think I can spend my life doing that. When I was in high school, my geography teacher played a very critical role in helping me discover that I really loved geography, and particularly, more specifically, the physical aspect of it, physical geography. And I was so fascinated about that part of the course that I knew I could actually do that stuff. They presented it in such a way that it was inspiring. It basically made me imagine what those things look like mountains. Of course, I had hills around the town I grew up in, but they were not mountains. But learning about Mount Kilimanjaro in East Africa and Mount Everest as the highest point on Earth, and the ability to imagine what those features look like, and it kindled the spark of imagination and adventure in my mind. The best part of my job is exploring questions that are yet to be answered. The fact that after all these years of studying this same process, there are still certain questions that we cannot answer or we've not been able to answer. That excites me. It makes me feel like I can make important contributions to advance the society. I think that's the most exciting part of my job. And I guess another part I can mention is working with students. It's amazing to pass that knowledge across and inspire beautiful minds, creative minds.
Want to learn more about our national parks? Then hit that subscribe button, friend. Stay up to date and catch bonus features by following us on Instagram @OutSCIder.